So first what you want to do is remove the stock. Punch out the pin that's holding the lower receiver to the upper receiver. Then to remove the upper receiver, hold down the dust cover. At the same time, pull back the lower receiver and charging handle and slide both of them away from each other. Remove the inner barrel and hop-up unit. If it's hard to remove, you can use a flathead to gently push up the hop-up unit out enough to where it's moving freely. Now remove the O-ring on the barrel. To remove the black clip that's holding the hop-up unit in place, you can use either a little screwdriver. Be careful that the clip does not go flying across the room. Now gently remove the hop-up unit itself without damaging the hop-up bucking. To remove the hop-up bucking, just gently slide it off. Leave the brass ring on the barrel. Next, pull back your battery wires inside the buffer tube where you can see the screw holding the buffer tube into the gun. Get a Phillips screwdriver and unscrew the screws until the buffer tube completely disconnects from the gun. Gently remove the sling mount, but be careful not to yank on the battery wires. Now you are going to remove both screws holding the grip cover where the motor is located. One screw is bigger than the other. Once you have that off, you will see the motor and red-black wire. Now remove the motor. There are two screws that are holding the grip to the mech box. Remove those two screws inside. The grip should then slide right off, and be careful not to tug on the motor wires. Next, take a very small punch and punch out the pin that is holding into the bolt latch. You don't have to remove the pin, just punch it out enough to where the bolt latch can be removed. Next, push in the magazine release catch bolt, and so that the actual magazine release catch is exposed, and unscrew it to take it off. Be careful for the spring inside. It will fall out without you knowing. Now remove one of the pins that is holding the mech box into the lower receiver. This pin is located at the back of the receiver. Now remove the trigger pin that's located right above the trigger. This pin also holds in the mech box. So now you have completely disassembled your Apex rifle. We will now reassemble your rifle. First, grab the mech box and then the lower receiver. Feed the motor wires on the bottom and the battery wires on the back. Make sure they are not pinched because the mech box will not sit flush. Now get the trigger pin and enter into the hole above the trigger. You might need to tap it lightly and do the same for the big pin towards the back of the lower receiver. Next, grab the magazine catch arm and slide it through the receiver. Grab the magazine catch arm spring and bolt and screw the bolt on. Push the magazine bolt into the receiver and screw the magazine catch arm clockwise. Next, take the bolt catch. Slide it into the receiver. Tap on the pin lightly to secure the bolt catch. Now get the grip and enter the black wire into the little hole on the bottom. Enter the red wire to the hole on top. Slide the grip onto the mech box. Grab the two screws that go inside the grip to hold the grip to the mech box and tighten them. Next, make sure the red and black wires are not blocking the hole for the motor to go in, and slide the motor in with the plus sign at the top closest to the trigger. Connect both and black-red wires. Motor should move freely up and down inside the grip. Next, grab the base plate and grab the one short and one long screw and tighten the plate. The longer screw goes towards the back of the grip. Now slide on the sling mount over the battery wires. Get the buffer tube and slide that on. It only goes one way. Grab the wires and gently pull them back. Grab the buffer tube screw and slide it down into the buffer tube and tighten it. Now grab your hop-up unit and the barrel. Put the hop-up bucking onto the barrel. It only goes one way. Slide the hop-up unit carefully over the bucking without damaging the bucking. Slide your brass ring down into the hop-up unit. Slide your O-ring onto the barrel flush with the hop-up unit. Next, insert the black clip that holds the hop-up unit in place. Now slide your inner barrel into the upper receiver. Grab your charging handle with the gun upside down and hold the dust cover down. Now slide your lower receiver into the upper receiver. They should slide right into place. Gently tap the pin that holds the receivers together. You have now completely reassembled your Apex rifle. For additional information, please visit our website 6mmgunworks.com.